Hello, folks. This is Akiko Sudano, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Downingtown, Pennsylvania, and I am here today to share with you a very, very simple project made with the Peaceful Poppies stamp set. Let me see where I am here. I'm not quite sure if, yeah, I'm going to just go on. Anyway, I'm Akiko Sudano, and I'm going to share with you a very, very simple card made with the beautiful Peaceful Poppy stamp set. And it's a suite, and you've got a whole bunch of products that coordinate with each other, and 2 stamp bundles. But today's card specifically is going to be made with this beautiful designer series paper sheet that is part of that bundle. And you can see it's got Field of Poppies on the top and the bottom. And the way this can be cut, you can get 6, three from this side and 3 from this side. You can get 6 full size A2 cards from each sheet, and you get 2 sheets in the designer series paper package, and they make the most beautiful cards. I've seen so many people. Hi, I've seen some folks join. Hi, Kay, thanks for joining me. There are so many people have posted cards made with this, and it's a very, very simple card, but it's just so beautiful. And one of the best things about it, if I open up the catalog and show you the page where the Peaceful Poppy suite is, you can see all of the different colors that coordinate with this. And I've seen people make very, very similar cards to the one that I'm going to make today, with except they have different color backgrounds or different color mats and stuff. But that sheet of paper is just very versatile, and it's very simple. And so this is the panel that I'm going to have for my card front. Hopefully you can see that. I'm using both the Painted Poppies stamp set and the Painted Labels dies that coordinate with that, and the Peaceful Moment stamp set. And the Peaceful Moment stamp set has a bundle with the cutout poppies, but I'm not going to be using that in today's project. But you've got so many beautiful different kinds of sentiments, and it's a great font. And I'm going to be using the Thinking of You with All My Heart sentiment, and I've already created the label for the front of the card, and you can see I've cut it out with this die, and this die is, I don't know if you can see it, but if I lift it up a little bit, here's my camera. If I lift it up, you can see that it does both a cutting and embossing at the same time. And then I trimmed the bottom of the label with this die cut, cut out in old olive cardstock. And basically, in order to fit this particular label, I had to trim it right here on each side so that it starts with a little bubble instead of starting with the big bubble. Yeah. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, I cut it off on both ends there, so that it fits this this die right here. So I'm going to put my stamps aside, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the inside of my card first before I do the outside. But this is the thing. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the single poppy stamp from the Peaceful no, from the Painted Poppies die set, because this the style of this poppy has the real abstract line drawing, really pretty design that that paper has. And I'm going to get my I think I need to get a new tuxedo black, but I'm using Memento tuxedo black ink and getting this nice and juicy. And I'm going to stamp this on the inside right here, on just on the side, so that you have a little poppy, kind of just simple poppy going up and down. Oh, and that came out pretty good. I was worried that this little area right here, I wanted that to be really dark. So if and the covering for this poppy flower too. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to paint that with my Poppy Parade and Old Olive Stampin' Blends. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the color the flowers in, and I'm using, this is the light one. I'm being very careful to color it so that I stay in the lines. Not really doing a lot of blending. Maybe I'll add the dark ones just around the base of the flowers to give it a little bit of contrast and a little bit of intensity. This is for the inside of the card. So that's the light, and then this is the dark Poppy Parade, and I'm using the brush side and just to get a little bit more intense color at the base, and then go up a little bit for some of these lines, and then go over it again with the light Poppy Parade just to blend it. I think that a little tip right there, good. Yep, there, and let's get that little bud too, just the base of the little bud. Give it just a little bit, and then just smooth it out with the light. There we go. That looks good. And then with the then we'll do the stem and in the Old Olive, and here I'm starting with the light Old Olive, and just give it just a little bit of color. And it's not the most interesting watching somebody color, which is why I went ahead and made the label so that I wouldn't be here too long. Really trying to get my videos down to a manageable length so that people don't get too bored. Then just get a little bit of contrast color. I think I'll just do this on the leaf, just a little bit, just down the center there, and then blend this out. Yep, there we go. Okay, I think that's good. It's a little bit out of the lines, but not too bad. That's okay. Now, another thing that I want to do is see all the pretty spatter that we have on the paper here. So I thought I wanted to try to imitate that. So I have my Blackberry Bliss and ink pad, and this is an old Blackberry Bliss pad. And then what I've done also is taken this big spatter stamp right here, and so I'm going to use that, and I'm going to focus mostly on this part of the stamp, and we'll put that along the bottom of the card. And what I'm going to do is I've stamped it once, and then I'm going to stamp it off so that it's a little bit lighter in intensity, and put some down on the bottom here, and then do it again, and then just go across the bottom, do it again, just to get a little bit of interest. And instead of putting a piece of designer series paper on the bottom, I'm going to go on this side and just go a little bit higher. Instead of putting a piece of designer series paper, just put a little bit of spatter on the bottom so that it kind of picks up the same feel as the background paper there. Now, then I'm going to take my Poppy Parade stamp set, because there's a little bit of red spatter in there as well. And I'm going to try focusing on using this part of the stamp, this little part that's got just like a little bit of kind of on a diagonal, and just put a little bit of that in, not as much as the Blackberry Bliss. I don't know if I said what color that was, so that you just have a little bit of there. Now, one of the things that you want to be careful of when you're doing it like this is that, see, I've only got ink up to here, so you want to make sure that you only stamp the top part that's got the ink on it. You want to, be careful of that. And you also want to make sure that you get new ink every time. Otherwise, you're going to end up with lines. I don't know how many times I've tried to stamp off the edge of my card, and then I've ended up with lines but on things, and that's not it's disguisable, but it's not very, it's kind of messy. So that's the effect that I was looking for, so that you've got a little bit of interest at the bottom of your inside of your card. So now that we've got this done, let's put we've got our inks put away. There we go. Now, let's assemble the inside of the card. So that, I think everything's dry there. And I'm going to use liquid glue to adhere my papers together. One of my biggest problems is when I put a mat on a card, is getting my edges so that they're even. And when I use liquid glue, it gives me a little bit of time to get for the, see, because this is a little too close on this side, so I need to move it over. It gives, with liquid glue, you've got a little bit of time before everything sets and is finished and stuck together permanently. You got some time to move things around a little bit that you don't really have if you use snail. And yet I think that snail gives you a better finish for your card. All right, there, that's done. And let's go ahead and put this on the inside of our card. So today's card is being done backwards. We're doing the inside, and then we'll finish the outside, the card front. So is everybody enjoying the new catalog? I just love it. And the celebration items, they're just gorgeous. Everything is just so wonderful. All the products are I'm just enjoying them all. Hi, Chi. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me. And I'll put this on the inside here. And I think that looks all right. There. And I chose to use Blackberry Bliss for my card base and Old Olive for my mat. That looks okay. There. So this is going to be the card front. I have so much dust. I have to clean my craft room, I think. Finding lots of little speckles of dust all around. So I'm going to do the same thing, put the liquid glue around my designer series paper and adhere that to an old olive mat. And I will write out all the sizes for tomorrow's blog post, and I will publish a link in the comments with all the sizes of the paper and everything, and that way you can look back on it as reference. I haven't figured out quite what the best way to do that is to show you while we're doing this live. Okay, and then the next thing that I do is this is a piece of the Blackberry Bliss twine that's part of the Nature's Thoughts or something like that, Nature's twines, and so I'm gonna cut a piece of that, cut it maybe about 18 inches or so, and I'm gonna tie it around the bottom here and put it over on the side so I've got room for my label over here, and I'm gonna make a bow. So just tie it, wrap it, tie it, and then make my loops and bring it through. Then adjust this up a little bit. That guy wants to go up, but I want you to go down. Go down. There you go. And then tighten this up. There we go. Nice and tight. Pull it. Oh, hi Kay. If you just see the catalog online. If you need a catalog, let me know and I can send you one. Because the catalogs are, I think that the catalogs that Stampin' Up has come out with recently have just been fabulous. They're really beautiful. They're gorgeous. The last two have been just stunning, and I think even before then, a couple of the publications there have been just perfect. So then I'm gonna just add here. I just always stick a piece of Scotch tape to keep this down, keep it from flying around, and then that's there. Okay, now I've already put dimensionals on the back of my label, so I'm going to peel the covers off. Hi, Kathy. Thanks for joining. And I'm going to put this label right here. I want to make sure that I have, I think that looks good. There. And then these are the little sequins from the, I think that looks good. These are the little sequins that also come with the Peaceful Poppies suite. And I'm trying to figure out, I'll futz with my bow. The next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to adhere dimensionals to the back of my card front, and then I'll attach it down. I think that when you have ribbons, and especially with twine cording around your card, then you need to have something, otherwise it's going to make funky bumps in your card, and I don't think that's a good thing. So put it on with dimensionals. Hi, Kate. Yes, yes, if you have my email address, do that, or you can go to my blog, and there's a contact me, and I will get that. But just so that I have your address, so that I can send you a catalog. That would be great. Yep, and I can also send you the celebration brochures, because that's out there too. And this is, of course, this is celebration time. So we have catalogs, and new catalogs, and celebration items, and just lots of new items. They all opened up on the 3rd of January, and it's been a lot of fun. And the products have been gorgeous. And the projects are showing up all over different social media and Pinterest, and that sort of, and everywhere. And then I'm going to just pop it. Maybe I should do the bottom because I can see the bottom here. Okay. And there we go. You're welcome. Okay. And that's it. I think I want to just futz with the bow a little bit. And I think both of those sides are even, and that's good enough. Yeah. Oh, one more thing, I forgot. So the sequins that I have, 3 sequins here, but I want to add some more sequins to the top, because we've got all of these spatters. But let's add some flowers to it as well. And so what I did was I just took one of these little things of glue dots that come in our kits, and I pulled the covers off, and I stuck a bunch of sequins on them to see if that would work well, and I think it's working really well. So yeah, I think I had things set up so that I would have nine sequins for all the cards all over here. So I'm going to go ahead and put all of them on, because that's a nice odd number. There we go. Lots of different colors. And that's my card for today. And that was just so simple. And it basically uses, and it's simple because we have beautiful paper that shows off the products. And then the inside, we just kind of made that coordinate with it. And you've got plenty of room to write your sentiment to whoever you want to send your card to. And that's all I have for today. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much. And hi, Amy. Glad you were able to join. And I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you find something else to make with this beautiful paper, because and you get a chance to make one too, because I've seen so many of them, and they're all just so gorgeous, and the paper makes it so easy. Well, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much. And you guys have a great week, and have a great evening. Bye-bye.